Now, Winnipeg is actually a pretty good fit for an event like this because it was our police force back in 1916 that was one of the first in Canada to accept women as constables. Now, nearly a century later, things continue to change, and here at the Fort Garry, there are hundreds of female officers who are here from around the world to talk about it.
I'm a superintendent of police in Trinidad and Tobago,
Las Vegas, Nevada.
I'm an assistant chief with the Port Authority Police Department of New York and New Jersey.
From Chicago, Illinois.
I'm a retired San Francisco police inspector.
I'm a retired police inspector from London, England.
We have a uniform in Trinidad and Tobago. It is specific for the women. The men don't wear what we wear. And I hope we can keep it for many, many years because, you know, it's so special.
And they believe that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But what's so unique about that is I was a domestic violence detective, and as a domestic violence detective, what happened on the Las Vegas Strip came across my desk. So I didn't stay quiet and I didn't stay in Las Vegas.
And there are times when you're a woman, so they'd expect that they would get to drive and you would have to do the reports. Some of that changed.
The Special Victims Unit for child pornography and things like that, and how women are more soothing to just certain victims than, like I said before, than men.
This is what I choose to do. And therefore, I'm not going to let anybody stop me from doing it. Whether it's recovering from getting beat up, getting in a fight, you know, these are realities of policing. And any woman that's thinking about coming in policing has to realize that.
If you interview the public and you ask them if you go to a police place and there's a male officer there and a female officer there, who would you approach? And the answer you will get the most is the female officer.
I would arrest people and they would go, you know, you don't look like a cop. I said, well, a lot of the women don't. I said, I don't have a mustache. And they said, no, I mean, like, you look like an English teacher. And they go, yeah. And I go, see, I got right up next to you, didn't I? Yeah.
In my career, I've been able to arrest very violent felons, and I've been able to, handcuff them without having to fight with them, just by using my verbal judo, so to speak, and kind of convincing them that this will not end well for you.
When you see your case go to fruition at court, or when you see how family life improved, you know you've had a positive impact on your community.
Over 50 different countries are represented here at this conference. You know, it's been an incredible century of change for women in policing, and still, there are countries where women are not accepted as officers. But for every story like that, there's bright spots. Countries like Lebanon, where in the last few years, hundreds of women have been accepted as recruits, showing things continue to change. For Breakfast Television, I'm Natalie Geddes.